Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hey guys, so I am back. So let's just go ahead and get started with the video using Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and this is just so that my makeup will stay on all day, all night, whatever. You don't need that much. I'm going to be using Infallible by L'Oreal. I'm just going to put a lot or a little bit on my hand, or I mean a lot. And then I'm just going to grab a dab, dab it on with my beauty blender. What is it called? This beauty blender is moist. Damp. This beauty blender is damp. So now I'm going to be using the Age Rewind by Maybelline. Pretty much everyone knows what this looks like. It has a little thingy at the top. Now I'm just going to draw my little huge circles to highlight these designer bags. Designer bags that are under my eyes. Gotta love college. Gotta love summer jobs. So I look a little crazy, or a lot crazy. And grabbing my damp beauty blender that I seem to have lost, start blending this out. And the way you want to blend this out is blend it all the way up to your temples, because it like basically lifts up your whole face and makes you seem like more awake and just younger in general.
Never thought I'd be saying this, but I need it. And yeah, everyone wants to look wide awake, basically.
This is why I don't film like videos of me talking, because I just love ranting all the time about everything. Now that I look like a ghost under my eyes, I'm gonna make myself look like even more of a ghost by adding some Airspun loose face powder. Okay, so I'm just gonna dip this and woo! But the biggest problem with loose powder is that if you use it like crazy, like how I'm about to do, it gets really messy really quickly. So I'm basically gonna bake, or I'm basically baking. See, it gets all over my shirt. But need I remind you, and then I put it like, I dab some on my nose and basically like the rest of my face, but not as much as I would under the eyes. And then I do this. So now I'm applying some Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I used to use the Too Faced one, but it's getting really old. And I wanted to try something new, so I got this one. And I always, whenever I do voiceovers, I always laugh at how ridiculous I look when I'm baking, but you know, girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do. I'm gonna be using Anastasia's Beverly Hills Contour Kit. This is a light to medium one. So then I, you know, start contouring. And you know, this is just what works for me. This is just what I've liked to do, like, throughout as time. Like, this is what I've learned to do for myself, basically. But you know, not everyone works this way or whatever, or not everyone perhaps likes to do this. So yeah, and then I start contouring my forehead. Oh, God, I just need to stop talking. So I kind of look like I got powdered donut all over my freaking face, and it's like I'm going through some sort of harsh breakup or something. But it's just about to get better. And gosh, I'm all over the place. So after putting on my bronzer, I'm gonna put more, and the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna put it right under it, so like that. It looks super crazy, but whatever. Like that. Basically just gonna fill in my eyebrows because they're not bad, but you know, they could be more filled in. Oh, and I'm using this little thing by NYX. It's like pretty janky now, but it is in the shade dark brown. I'm gonna grab this little like spoolie brush and I'm gonna brush them out. I'm finally gonna start blending this out. Trying to make it as smooth as it possibly can. And I've looked at my old videos and I was like, wow, you did not blend as much as you needed to. And you know, to me it's just kind of disappointing, but we all make mistakes and we just learn from them. So I'm gonna be using this blush brush by Sigma, and I'm gonna be using NARS Exhibit A. And if you know NARS, then you know this is gonna look like this. Oh my god. It looks really intense, but with this you have to be super, super careful. Like, literally tap off the excess and then put some of it on your hand. So that way you kind of get the most amount of product on your hand rather than on your cheeks and you don't look like a clown. So just like very lightly put it on you. You cannot go like, you know, because you can already start seeing that it's really intense. So I'm going to be using L'Oreal's Infallible Pro Matte Powder, and it looks like this. I'm going to be using the shade 300, and the reason why I do this is because I am a person that gets very oily, and I feel like every time I use this on top of the loose airspun powder, it makes the whole look stay a lot more and it blends everything a lot more nicely. So I just kind of tap it. Finally doing the eyeshadow. I'm going to be using... This is why I hate doing swatches while I film. I will fix this in the future. Anyways, I'm going to be using Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And honestly, this is one of my favorite palettes ever. I think it is amazing. I love it so much. I'm going to start off by using Raw Sienna, which is right here in the corner. Just going to grab it with the brush that comes with the palette. I'm going to be using the fluffy side. And I'm just going to start applying it basically to my whole eyelid except for the highlight area, brow bone area I mean. I'm going to grab a little bit of red ochre right here. It's kind of like a maroon color. I absolutely love it. And I'm gonna really intensify the outer V with this. Or not the outer V, but just the outer corner of the eye. It's not really the outer V because I'm kind of extending it out. As you can see, this one kind of like wings out a little bit. It's not really circular anymore because, you know, I'm trying to venture out with my makeup skills. So I'm just kind of like not winging it, but like kind of dragging it a little bit. So yeah. And I'm trying really hard to stay away from the brow bone. You know, I keep covering my V. So now that we've got all that intenseness going on, I'm gonna be using this side of the brush, and I'm gonna be grabbing Primavera. Anyways, I'm gonna be grabbing Primavera and Vermeer, and kind of mixing the two. Yeah. And then I'm gonna be putting it right in the center. Yeah. And kind of doing that, but not too much of it because we still want to keep this very, very intense. I'm gonna grab Real Gar, which is this orange color right here, and you just wait. I'm gonna put it right under here, the bottom lash line, and I'm basically just gonna do it halfway because on the outer part I'm gonna be adding a darker color or a more intense color, whatever. Now I'm gonna be using the same side of the brush, but I'm gonna be grabbing Cypress Umber, which is the color above Real Gar. And it's just like a matte brown. And I'm going to be adding it to the outer half of the lower lash line. And then I'm kind of bringing it up like a wing, if that makes any sense. Like that. Yeah. I've just noticed that I've been like this the whole time. But at least I'm explaining when to do it, because in voiceovers it gets really difficult to do that. I'm going to use Urban Decay's setting spray, and I'm going to spray the brush with it. And I'm going to use my favorite thing ever that I have discovered. I mean, everyone knows about this, but whatever. So I'm going to be using Becca's Champagne Pop Highlighter. Oh, I freaking love this. You know, I didn't really understand the hype of this at first. I was like, okay, it's just a highlight. Like, there's a lot of pretty ones like that. But no, this thing is life-changing. So anyways, I'm going to be, since it's wet, it's a lot more pigmented. And I'm going to be applying that right on the middle. Oh man, oh man. Extended it out. And now, and it's all very intense, like I haven't really blended much out, but now I'm gonna be grabbing the Vermeer again, this shimmery color, and really intensely I'm gonna be putting this right in the inner tear duct. Oh yeah. And since it's still a little damp, it's gonna be like super nice. Okay, so now I look super awake. Thank the makeup gods. Yeah. If anyone knows where to get a good like ring light for videos, please tell me, because I've seen so many, heard of so many, I don't know what to get. It's the struggle. I'm just gonna kind of slightly blend out, but not really, because I like how intense this is. So again, with red ochre, just a tad, and focus it on the crease area, but also drag it out. I'm gonna be using this color at the top, and it's called Tempera. And I'm just gonna slightly place it on my brow bone. Yeah. Just like that. Okay, so now that it's super intense and bold and I really, really like it, I'm gonna tap off the excess. The fallout, I mean, whatever. Whatever. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. I'm gonna be using Cat Eyes by Maybelline. This has become one of my favorite mascaras of the entire summer. I used to be a huge fan of Roller Lash by Benefit, but you know, as time has gone on and it has started to dry out, I really have been liking this one. Before I apply it, I'm gonna curl my lashes, because I've noticed that that makes all the difference in the world. So with that being said, I have to go find my eyelash curler. Intermission. Oh man, oh man. It always scares me. I hate doing this. Hate it. Freaking amazing. I love this. If you have not tried this, what are you doing with your life? Like I said, this is not an everyday look. Most of my looks are not everyday looks, just because what is the fun in that? But you know what? If you, like, who cares if it's not an everyday look? If you want to rock all the glitter and the intense, like, dramatic, dragged on eyeshadow, like, by all means, please be my guest, because even I do it, like, just to go to the freaking grocery store. the best way to get mascara on is to do this. I know it looks really weird, but you just kind of like twist the mascara as you put it on. Like, you kind of, and that's with any mascara, not just this one. But you have to be really careful because if you do it too much, it will get really chunky really quickly. For the lip product, I was thinking of just sticking with Benetint because this is really, really cool. And I freaking love Benetint. But I feel like it just doesn't complete the look as much as it could. See, I could either use Lolita by Kat Von D, which I freaking love this color. I'm gonna use this. And this is super easy to put on. I feel like this is a lot easier to put on than Anastasia, but it doesn't stay on as long as Anastasia. I'm gonna grab this fluffy brush, which I only use for my highlights, and I'm gonna be using Champagne Pop. I love, love, love this highlight, guys. It just makes me so happy. Like, I did not know makeup. Okay, I didn't know makeup could have that power over me, but I did not know a highlight could have that power over me. It's just, doesn't that look freaking great? God, I just. And then Cupid's bow. A little bit on the nose. Not that much. And then here, here. I just love this highlight. Like, anyways, so this is the look with Lolita. But I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna be using Catnip by Anastasia. I feel like I might not like this. I mean, I love this, but I mean not with this look. I feel like I always have two lip colors with all of my looks. So this is the look with Catnip by Anastasia. I don't know what I like more. I think I like Lolita more. My mood was the Lolita mood instead of the Catnip by Anastasia. However, both lips looked really cool on this eyeshadow look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, this isn't like every single day type of thing, but if you wanted to make it that way, who cares? The very last product I used was the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. This is just to ensure that my makeup lasts on all day. And honestly, ever since I started using this and the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, like, my makeup stays on like all day, even in this heat. That's pretty much it. If you like this video, like I said, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and all that good stuff. Tell your friends, tell the whole world, tell your grandma, your granddad, tell everyone. Bye.